I think we have next former member of this parish, Nigel Bagshaw. You're very welcome, Nigel. You're very welcome.
I normally am, yeah. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for allowing Transform to give this deputation today. Scotland Sustainable Transport Alliance, we bring together 70 member organisations ranging from volunteer groups, industry, NGOs and public bodies. As an organisation, we welcome the Council's intention to build upon the city's existing tram network. The reintroduction of trams in Edinburgh has been a great success, with tram passengers doubling since the addition of the line to New Haven. Edinburgh is a thriving city of just over 500,000 people, and with this number expected to grow by nearly 8% in the next 10 years, high-quality public transport is fundamental in allowing Edinburgh to develop in a way that is socially equitable, as well as economically and environmentally sustainable, with good connections between where people live, work, study, shop, and take part in leisure activities. We strongly support extension of the tram line from Granton in the south as a first step, and to the in the north rather, and to the Bio Quarter in the south, to develop the full north-south tram line that Edinburgh needs. The extension of the tram will play a vital role in the major ongoing development in the north and south of Edinburgh and the city as a whole, by enhancing connectivity, footfall and economic attractiveness for businesses and inward investment. The Granton extension will help increase connectivity for some of the most deprived areas in the city, such as Muirhouse and Pilton, which are currently underserved by public transport options. The Granton extension and subsequent extension to the Bio Quarter will improve links both within and out with Edinburgh, whilst ensuring that public transport plays a role in helping achieve social equity. New public transport capacity has a key role to play in cutting carbon emissions and helping Edinburgh become a more sustainable and greener city, and ensuring that Council meets its climate and traffic reduction targets. Trams increase public transport capacity, cut journey times, and make public transport a more attractive choice, particularly for motorists. Transform Scotland has long campaigned for the reintroduction of railways, and it is certainly the case that the former Roseburn railway line provides the most practical option for the reinstatement of rail services, in this case light rail, for the Granton extension. Moreover, as stated in the Council's report, the Roseburn railway alignment provides greater flexibility as it will facilitate interchange with the public transport network at Haymarket and from there to the airport, and increase regional connectivity. However, the partial loss of the Roseburn corridor as an active travel route is a concern. As an organisation, we would strongly support the plans to review whether there is any prospect of retaining walking and cycling provision along the Roseburn corridor. Active travel plays an important role in creating a greener, fairer and more sustainable city, and we would strongly urge the Council, should the Roseburn corridor be selected, to guarantee the construction of an alternative, safe, segregated, high-quality cycle route. We would also urge the Council to ensure that the new tram route is fully integrated into the wider public transport network and embeds high-quality public transport infrastructure within a high-quality public realm. We also note that the proposed on-road alignment at the Western General Hospital has merits in terms of its greater proximity to the hospital, but makes it less convenient for serving communities at Drylaw, and crucially would require new legislation given the deviation from the route agreed in the 2006 Tram Act. So thank you for allowing this deputation. As an organisation, we look forward to continued engagement with the Council about this extension to the trams and others in future.
Thank you for that, Nigel. Real depth there, particularly the acknowledgement of the regional. It's a city-region asset rather than a city asset, and about economic development as well.
No, the only thing I have to add to that is that the whole point about discouraging cycling on the Roseburn path is just a suggestion in the modal and routing report. It's not something that the Council has to leave alone. There's plenty of scope there for it to be looked at. The other thing is, if I may mention, that the alternative tram route is not, in our view, an alternative at all. If the tram's going to go anywhere, it has to go on the recommended route, possibly without a diversion to the hospital. We need to look at other ways of solving the problem, because we are going to have huge time delays. If we don't use what we've already got permission to do, it's going to set back the project quite a few years potentially. I mean, the idea of taking trams over the Dean Bridge, I know in terms of engineering you can possibly do nearly anything, but the cost, the massive challenge that would be, I think, rules out the whole alternative. So we have to look at Roseburn, and we have to look at how we can best make Roseburn work. And there is scope within that to continue with cycle and walking provision along the line. And I think that's the way we have to go, because we're running out of time with climate change, with solving the city's transport and health problems. We have to move, we have to get going. So I think we have, the parameters are set, and we have to mitigate as much as we can what's been lost.
Thank you, Nigel. And thank you to all of this deputations. So I think we're going to have to move on to the next one, I'm afraid. But